When you try to decide if a niche is good, you usually focus on things like money, interest, or how popular it is. Those things sound important, so it makes sense to focus on them. But they don't help much when you actually sit down to work. In this video, we are going to look at what really makes a niche good. Tell me if this sounds familiar. There's something you are interested in, really interested in, and you decide this might be the niche you were looking for. Then you start looking into it more closely. You go online and check things like how much money you could make or how popular it is. There's nothing wrong with looking things up before you choose. The problem is this kind of information only shows part of the picture. It can make a niche look exciting or promising without showing what the work is actually like. You might start chasing what looks good instead of what fits you. That's how you end up jumping from one idea to another without ever settling into real work. The information is not wrong, it is just not enough. What actually makes a niche good is direction. When you have direction, you know who you're trying to help. You also have a clearer sense of what problems you're trying to solve. That makes it easier to decide what to work on next. It removes a lot of guesswork and helps you move forward. The niche starts guiding your work instead of slowing it down. Let's take fitness as an example. Fitness is popular and it can make a lot of money, so it looks like a good niche. But if you start too wide, it's hard to know where to begin. You can't help every person who's into fitness because everyone wants something different. So instead, you decide who you want to help and what problem you want to solve. For example, people over 40 who want to stay in shape, don't want to bulk up, and don't have time to go to the gym. That gives you a clear direction to follow over time. If you're listening to this and thinking about your own niche, don't worry. In many cases, you don't need to start over or find something completely new. You just might need to be clear about who you want to help and what problem you want to focus on. Even if you've already started, adjusting your direction is part of the process. Taking a bit of time to look at this a bit more closely can help things feel lighter and more manageable. Sometimes the answer isn't changing everything. It's going back to the foundation. A big part of that foundation is knowing who your niche is actually helping. If you want to understand how to recognize that person, watch this video next. It might help you to see your niche from a clearer angle.